Welcome to the Change Mindset program. Today's session, we are going to look at growth mindset from the perspective of our showstopper, anger. This story is dating back 1,000 years again, so we are going to switch right into the story, going into a lovely little village, a small little family, husband and wife, and a single child. The child's name is Kaushika. Kaushika is an ambitious kid. He is determined as to what he wants to be. He wants to be a guru, a teacher. So he doesn't want a normal life and he wants to learn more, ambitious all the time, setting goals for himself and breaking that all the time. So much so that he doesn't really look at what is happening close to him as well. The poor parents are in need of him. They look forward to him as their guiding star, as someone that will take care of them in their old age and such. But of course, the child's need comes first. So they let Kaushika go the way he wants to go, do whatever he wants to do. Kaushika grows up to be an amazing guru, a one that is fully focused into learning more and more, gaining more and more, and also being able to provide guidance and structure and whatnot to anyone that comes to him. He is very soon a very popular guru. In that manner, wherever he walks, people really revere him, respect him, look forward to listening to what he says. But he is always in a pursuit to do a little more, goals. A growth mindset is always there with him. So he feels that he's still missing something in his life. He's still not there yet with his goal. He thinks, what am I missing? I know a lot of scriptures. I have learned a lot. I can guide people, but there is this emptiness in me. There is this emptiness in me that I am missing something. So this is some situation where a teacher is also in that I need to learn more, but what do I learn? That's where Kaushika is right now. And he thinks for some time and decides, okay, I'm going to meditate more strongly, more sternly until I reach this goal of figuring out my need and also gain an ultimate peace in that. New goal set. Ready? He goes to a quiet place, a nice tree. That's a favorite. Sits down, a deep breath in and out, very quiet, ready for his long, single-minded meditation. Stillness. But what? Evening times in a village precinct, fully dense with trees. What do you think happens? Even I had to look up. The birds come back home. So there is a lot of chirping sounds of these birds when they get back home in the evening. So it's not a quiet place. And on this particular day that this man, this great guru Kaushika, decides to sit in Padmasana and close his eyes for a deeper, stronger, single-minded meditation, well, on top of his head, there is a crow and a crane fighting with each other. We don't know why they are fighting, but they are fighting, and it's creating a lot of nuisance. Kaushika is now highly irritated. He's trying to shoo them off, make some noise, distract them, but they are fully bound into fighting. They have not looked at him. Well, birds don't care how big you are when they are into what they want to do. So now Kaushika is furious with anger. He has his goal. He has set his goal and set down a timeline, but there's this crow and a crane disturbing him. Can't happen. And a powerful person like him, he opens up his third eye. So when you are really powerful in that sense that the third eye can open up right in between the eyebrow, opens up and there comes a flame out of his head and burns the crow and the crane. Stillness again. Quiet. We make a stop. And I want you to come to today's world and just reflect on what really happened. The mindset of an ambitious person, that is a guru, and what a little crow and a crane had to do here in his goal and his response. Reflect on that. And also, I have a practical action point for you to reflect on. Can you take a small little table to make? Write down all the crows and cranes in your life that are stopping you from reaching your goal. Doesn't matter how many they are, just write them down. And also write down your response to it, your anger level to it. You can even put a percentage. I get 10% angry when I see this. I get 50% angry, whatever. Put down your thoughts on the percentage of anger that you get with each crow and crane that comes around your life, spoiling your goal or distracting you from the goal. Also, if you are able to assess, could you also write down how much time you use to get rid of that distraction? Now, with your thought process, can we switch back to the story? So the man is seated down in quiet. He is a guru. He is a well-learned person. He has just killed 2 birds. So he's not happy. The peace he's looking for is not happening now. He understands that. And more so, practicality aspect, he is hungry. What does a hungry guru do? Well, he has to walk around in the villages to ask for bhiksha, ask for the daily food, random selection of house. He does that. He walks randomly into the village and into one particular house, and there is a lady there. He says, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, meaning, lady of the house, please give me something to eat. The lady comes out. She's a very polite one. She says, Sir, thank you for coming. I am just in the process of cooking something. Could you wait for some time? Please be seated. So this is good. So somebody is going to give him something. Fine, let's wait. He settles down, quietly waiting. 5 minutes, 10 minutes gone. No sign of the lady coming out. He's curious. Well, the door is open, so you can pretty much see what's happening inside the house. It's not a big house. So you can see the lady is walking around and she's cooking, but at the same time, she's also taking care of 2 old people, which he presumes must be her in-laws, mother-in-law, father-in-law, somebody old. And she's taking care of them, feeding them something, helping them stand up, so they cannot even stand up by themselves. So she's pretty much doing everything. She's working around in her own pace, not hurrying, not rushing. But there is something unique about this woman. He begins to just observe. He is peaceful. She is doing simple daily work, managing her family, doing her cooking, cleaning, that's it. But she's doing it with full peace, involvement, engagement. Suddenly it strikes on him. This is exactly what I was missing. This is the goal that I had to achieve. Finding that inner peace in whatever you do. Though I am learned, I lack that. And I want this. So he was just watching her. But at the same time, there is this ego also. Time is going by, no food. And if she had initially told no food, maybe he would have moved to another house. He's seated there wasting his time. So there's ego and anger, killing two birds, the past is coming up. So he's just brimming with anger. The woman comes with the food. She makes 3 portions of it. 1 portion to the mother-in-law, 1 to the father-in-law, the 3rd portion comes to him ultimately and places in front of the guru. Well, sir, thank you for waiting. Here you go. Here's your food. But he has to show the anger. Make a point. Lady, who do you think you are? You made me wait for such a long time. Do you know what I could do? Do you know who I am? The lady is so quiet. He just is going on and on and on with his anger. But there is no strong reaction from her, only peace. You know what she says? My dear sir, I am neither a crow nor a crane for you to burn me down. I am a very simple woman leading a simple life, taking care of my daily responsibilities. And here I am placing the food for you. Please take it. He's in shock. Well, how the hell did this woman know about the story of crow and crane and he killing them? He thinks this woman must be something else. She has this peace in her and she has the ability to see beyond what happened her precincts of the home. She must be a genius. He says, Lady, I am just so impressed by the way you are responding, by your knowledge. I want to learn this kind of peace, this kind of engagement from you. He says, Sir, I am not an educated person like you. I only do my duty, my responsibility, my dharma with full engagement. And my duty to my husband and my in-laws is what is my total goal. And that I do with full engagement every day. And I do not know how I can help you better because my time is fully gone with this responsibility. But I can suggest you something. There is a person by name Dharma Vyada. Dharma Vyada, he lives in a city by name Mithila. Can you go and find him? And I think he is the best person to help you out with what you want. Please, sir, take the food and when you are done, you can go and meet him. Thank you. He was very much polite, serene. He is getting a negation, but at the same time getting some leads to what he has to do next. There is some hope. Now, can we just take a pause and look at our own friend anger. I want you to now think of your anger and the list of points as crows and grays that you have listed out, the time spent on it, whatever. Look at it from the point of view of your own goal in life. Can you just relate to how much this anger and frustration and the time wasted has removed you from the goal? So here is your goal. Think of the things that you have done every day, let's say, that has helped you proceed towards the goal, and the anger and frustration that have pulled you from your goal. Think of that, reflect on that, and possibly write it down. How much time has gone, maybe how much money has gone, whatever you can think of. Now let's go back to the story. So there is this new character called Dharma Vyada. Dharma Vyada lives in a city called Mithila, and those days we do not have Google Maps to tell us the route. So yes, he has to walk a long way to figure out the city and to figure out where to go and ask people, oh, where is this guy? Should I turn left or right or whatever? Goes on and on and on. Somebody tells him something, and finally he is entering a street that was told to him as the street where this person by name Dharmavada lives. So by this time, imagination builds up in him. He has now figured out that ultimate peace is what is his goal, and he has to attain it from somebody by name Dharmavyada. He is imagining this person to be a Maha Guru, somebody that is highly enlightened, that is going to shower this knowledge on peace on him. He is imagining a beautiful place that maybe is a temple or some religious place where this person lives. So he imagines a lot. All the way that he is walking, it's full of imaginations. And now he walks into reality. Well, the reality is very different from what he had imagined. For starters, the road, the street that he's walking into is red in color. Red in color, smell is awful. Something is not right. Why is the street red in color? And what is the smell? Connecting the dots, it is blood. The street is filled with blood, so much so the smell of flesh and blood is just appalling for him. And he has led a very simple life. He has not even eaten meat in his life. So for him, this is even more unbearable. He double checks. Is this the road, sir? Are you sure? Yes, that's the road. Yeah, please go ahead. This is the way. He is walking into a street that is a butcher's street. And Dharma Vyada, the name means a divine butcher. Vyada means butcher. He's going to meet a butcher. Dawns upon him where he is letting his foot. He's in total shock already. Did the lady make fun of me? What is she trying to do? Why did I even listen to some woman? All these thoughts and anger again, dear friend walks in all the time. He's judging every single second of what is going on here and there. All he sees is animals crying because they are slaughtered. And left and right towards the street, it's only butchery going on. And then he walks finally into the shop of Dharmavyada. He sees the man. He is also doing the same thing, killing an animal, cutting it into pieces, packaging it for his customers. Their customers standing waiting for him. He looks at this guru, Kaushika, and says, "Sir, welcome. You've been sent by the lady from that village, isn't it? Do you mind? I have some customers. I'll handle them and then we will talk. You can be seated here." He shows some place to sit. By this time, the angry, tired, maybe hungry man, Kaushika, Guru, has lost his energy to fight even. He knows, okay, this is the place I've got to be. Whatever it is, I'm just going to sit down and figure out what's happening. So he finds a cleaner place, sort of, dusts off whatever he can with his dhoti, and, very, very uncomfortably seated to just watch what is going on. And of course, the anger is still there. The judgment is still fully on. The towers are fully on, finding all the red alerts. What is wrong around him, judging everything. But he observes the same way he observes the lady while she was doing her thing. Dharmavyada is killing animals, cutting them into pieces, packaging, talking to his customers, handing them over what they want. But looking at the way he's doing, so much peace. There is so much serenity. You even forget that you are in a street full of blood. You forget the smell that is appalling you. You even feel like vomiting, but beyond that, there is this divine peace that he hardly felt before. Again, the same thing. Doing regular work that he is doing with the same tempo, same smile, and full of energy, happiness to serve people without any prejudices. He finishes, Dharmavyada finishes attending to his customers, and now he has the time. He comes, settles down. I also have my old grandparents to take care of. My parents are also old to take care of. Do you mind just coming inside to my house? You can be seated inside. So now he gets to sit a little more inside the house, not the shop. And again, the same process repeats. This man is also doing the same thing. After handling the customers, now he is attending to his old family members, cleaning them. They cannot even get up. So cleaning them, giving them a nice bath, wash, and putting nice clothes on them, and then preparing food, giving it to them, giving the rest to the guru. Simple procedure. Again, by now, I think the guru has a kind of answer, but he wants, the ego, the dear friend ego has to set in now. So now he has to explain certain things to Dharmavyada. Look, Dharmavyada, I feel that you are a peaceful person, very good person at heart, but what you're doing is not right. And he begins to give his own lectures. Dharmavyada, again, just like the same thing the lady did, very quietly listens to everything. And he doesn't judge. Once the guru is finished, he now gives an explanation. Sir, I respect your opinion, but this here, what I am doing today, is my karma, is my duty, is the reason why I am born for. I know it, and I know my responsibilities. So I practice it every day with my full devotion. The anger or frustration is not going to help me in any way in doing my duty. what is going to add on to help me serve the people that I need to serve better is to put on my full energy towards these goals. And I don't judge the work that I do by good, not so good, low quality, high quality, this is the best or not the best, nothing. Every single job, whether it's a killing an animal or packaging or talking to the customer or handling my own family members, doing everything, every single minute of my job is equally important, and I will put my energy towards that. And that is my practice, sir. That is exactly what I have to tell you. By this time, Kaushika knows his answer. He takes a decision and he walks out very happily because he knows where his goal has to be and the peace has to be. It all started with his own family members. So he now decides to go back to his family. The poor parents that first expected something of him which he couldn't give. So now he decides to continue his pursuit of meditation, whatever he wanted to do, together with his family, also taking care of his family as a part of his practice, goes on to lead the life happily. Let's now come back and look at the word practice and our dear friend anger. By now, I think you have done this exercise of understanding your goal and what is leading you to the goal, and the anger is this one pulling you down from the goal. Let me now share with you a small little formula for the word practice. So the word practice is called sadhana in Sanskrit. And sadhana has a small formula. Abhyasa plus vairagya equals sadhana. Abhyasa is doing the things that you are out to do every day. Vairagya is refraining from doing the things that you're not to do every day. And that put together brings you sadhana, which is practice. When we are learning something, when we are training something, of course, we are always given a list of to do. And we know how to follow that, whether to get up on time, do something every day, how many hours to put in and such. By now in your action points, you have also seen the time that you wasted on the anger, on the frustration, and how much it is taking away from your practice. So that is the imbalance in your practice. If you add that up and see, the practice sadhana can be enhanced better when there is this abhyasa and vairagya, awareness of not doing something that you're not supposed to do. And I'm hoping that your practice is going splendid every day, so you reach your goal pretty soon. Thank you.